Hi everyone, this is Michelle with livingwellwithmichelle.com. This is day 3 of my water fast at True North Health Center. And I'm happy to say that things are going well. I feel good. I feel right on track as the folks here have discussed that how the program is to go. And I'll share more with you about that. So last night I had a good sleep. I would say approximately 8 hours. And this morning, though, getting up, I did feel a bit groggy, maybe still a little bit of hunger, but more lightheadedness. So I'm so used to going quick, fast, that it really does force you to slow down, move slowly, one for safety reasons, but also just taking a personal retreat here, really tuning into your body, seeing how you feel, or I feel. So it's so important doing that. This morning I went for blood work, so I will get the results of that and hopefully I will share that with you. I guess hopefully everything will be good, but we just have to wait and see. So so that happened this morning, and I also have not. It's 5:20 p.m. here right now, and I also have not had a large intake of fluids like I have had in the past couple days. So right now I'm at 36 ounces approximately of water. So that's a little bit different too. There was 2 great lectures today. One at 10 a.m. with David about just fitness, anything you have about fitness and being a fitness professional yoga instructor and fitness instructor. Even things that people would say, oh, you know that already. No, right? We can always learn. So it was really interesting, and he and it's also great to hear other people's questions. So even if you come to True North and going to the lectures, I still would recommend go to them because I feel like I can always learn, and if I could be a student my whole life, I would. So, and then we had the second lecture was with Dr. G. He spent probably at least close to 3 hours, if not a little bit more. I just got back from that lecture, and I feel like I have so much energy because he's just hilarious and so in your face, like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. Women, it will be harder for you. So glad I'm not a woman. That's what he would say. So a lot of things, it was just amazing. So there was a lot shared. Again, feel free to send me your questions, but just really a lot shared at that meeting as far as, people asking this or that, what I can eat, what I can't eat, and what he recommends. Of course, a lot of greens, eat that first, always eat greens first, or veggies first, I should say, and then kind of in the progression of veggies, fruit, and then complex carbohydrates, potatoes, and then your beans and grains if you're still hungry after that. But basically he was like, if it's something you want, then it's probably not something that's good for you. So that was kind of funny. So there were, again, it was a presentation, with questions mixed in as well. I'm sorry, I'm just adjusting this screen here. So that's basically today. But I did want to share with you a little bit, just kind of circling back about looking at my notes here, that really, again, maybe some of you just chiming in or just a refresher, why do a fast here? So a water fast, certainly gives the organs a time to rest. It allows a clean out on the cellular level, really cleansing out with water, resetting and the hormone balances, and strengthening the immune system. Now there's so many benefits, such as reduction of inflammation, or inflammation subsides, um, insulin receptors are cleared out. So those that are pre-diabetic or have diabetes, um, where the insulin receptors are clogged up with sugar and glucose is not able to get in, a water fast has shown amazing results in that department. Um, Certainly blood pressure normalizes, blood flow increases, the arteries widen. Let's see what else. A lot of people with bowel issues such as Crohn's or colitis or bladder inflammation, that the bladder lining is strengthened. Headaches often go away. And one of the biggest things that I'm here for is really resetting my taste buds, recalibrating them, and getting rid of those addictions, those cravings, and having those. I would love for them to go away, but if they're less pronounced, and really getting over some of my cravings, sugar, sweets, and that almighty stevia addiction. So there's no going back after this. I also wanted to share with you, again, maybe people who should not be fasting, from what I understand, because I have listened to quite a few of the lectures now, and the DVDs, the educational DVDs, who should not fast. People with advanced cancers, type 1 diabetes, and and if you're really looking, you will see a weight loss here, and I will document. I have lost, I would say, approximately 5 pounds, but that could be a little bit false sense, because it will happen. But as I start to reintroduce food, so I look forward, weight will most likely come back on. So, more about that as I go through this fast. Now, there are other folks that had asked me about medications. So folks that are on medications, first of all, anybody who's on medication, you're going to go through a thorough intake with a doctor here, and even a consultation with a doctor beforehand to talk about your specific situation and medications. So folks, from what I understand, that cannot be stopped, prednisone and antidepressants, most likely those folks will not be able to go on a water fast, but perhaps can go on a juice fast. So that is something to keep in mind. But I did get questions about thyroid medication, and I did speak to Dr. Linsner, who came through doing my morning readings, and I asked him about it, and he said, absolutely, many patients they've worked with that have been on thyroid medication, and they'll reduce that medication maybe down to half. And from what I understand, and even listening to Dr. Clapper, that it is possible for those folks that are on thyroid medication either to reduce it or be taken off completely. But that is really something you would have to discuss with the team here. So just keep that in mind. It is possible, according to my understanding, whether it's reduced or then eliminated. But I would explore that, folks, that don't let that stop you. And if you're not able to do a water fast, there are certainly alternatives to different fasting here as well. Like there's some people here that are starting out with a juice fast, and then they're going to go to a water fast. A woman who I met who is looking to reduce her blood pressure. So just keep that in mind. Another thing I wanted to share with you is kind of like, I'm on day 3, so I want to share with you. So Dr. Clapper gave a rundown as far as what happens during a fast. So the first 24 hours, there's this burning off of blood sugar. Glucose in the blood is being burned off. And there is going to be hunger, which I felt. So I was hungry day 1, absolutely. And basically the next 24 to 48 hours, 2 to 3 days, there's a burning of glycogen, which is basically carbohydrates. So with that, the body is dipping into stored carbohydrates in the body. And so that's what's happening on days 2 and 3. And, there is still this sense of hunger. So just drink more water is what the prescription is. Oh, and you can see I had my blood work today, so I still have this on. And then on day 3 or 4, basically that's when the actual metabolic fast starts happening. So even though I felt a little bit groggy, that's to be expected, because sometimes it will take 2 to 3 days or going into the 4th day. But I would say by midday, 3rd day, I felt better. I feel like I have more energy. So that's when, again, the metabolic fast happens. So what does that mean? So from what I understand is that with this real fast starting to happen on day 3 or 4, great, we're getting into the fat. So that's starts the fat burning and burning off the fat tissue. So this starts the real detox phase of the whole water fast. So basically you start metabolizing the long chain fatty acids in the body. And so this is what they call ketosis, and this is when the molecules called ketones are released into the bloodstream. So acetone is one of those, and that's where it starts to suppress the hunger, and you start feeling good. So isn't that amazing? So all of you that are skeptical about this water fast, I can't promise. Day to day it may change, and I will report that. But I feel good right now. I feel good. I feel light. I feel like I'm not overly tired. So yeah. So basically, that day 3, the hunger is gone. Maybe day 4, and you're kind of energized, yet mellow. So that's where I am, folks. I would say this is a wrap up for day 3, and I'm also at the I'm going to include some information just to give you a little walk around of the rooms, the suite, the lay of the land here at True North, or at least a little bit in the courtyard, and again the room situation. So thank you so much for listening. Keep watching and stay tuned for more as I continue to go through this water fast. And we're still assessing the date, whether it's, I think I'm looking at the longer end now. Maybe for me, just given my timeline here, 9 to 10 days probably. So with that, thank you so much for listening. Enjoy. Watch to the end to see the rest of the surroundings and the accommodations, and have a lovely night or day wherever you are. So Michelle, Water Fast, day 3 at True North Health Center. Check me out on Facebook and livingwellwithmichelle.com. Namaste. Hi everyone. So just a little bit about the accommodations if you're curious. This is my room, 206, or actually this is my suite. And going on into the suite here, you can see there is a living room area that is shared by the suite mates. So it's nice, and it has a TV, sitting area, couch, a nice lovely balcony here that looks out over the courtyard. So the courtyard is where people kind of rest. Let's see. Hanging out. All the other rooms surround the courtyard. The offices, the kitchen. There's a garden over here as well. So I'm coming back into the suite. Just showing you, there's a kitchen. kitchen in here. And the kitchen allows, here we have our water there. Our scale that you are to weigh yourself every morning. And you also have a tea kettle here for warm water if you like. And then cool water here in the fridge. And yes, sparkling water. I always have a little option there for me because I like that. And then there is a bathroom if you're in a shared suite. The bathroom is in here. Pretty standard bathroom, you know, functional. Shower, tub, toilet. All right, and then just a standard, typical room here. A room. Yeah, you can get a TV or one without a TV, and just your basics here. Bed. What's really nice is the bed is by sleep number, so you can adjust your bed however is comfortable for you. So that's the basic general outline of the place, and we go down from the suite. My room is on the second level, so I'm walking down. And the garden's right out in front of me. It looks like they're doing a little cleaning of the kitchen today, which is cool because the kitchen's neat to be clean. And just another little scan of the courtyard here. Nice fountain, nice soothing. People congregate out.